Hey, so this video is going to be about grading and editing and commenting on assignments through Google Classroom. Here I am in my Google Classroom. If I open up classwork and then I'm going to open up the assignment that I want to grade. So I'm just going to take a look at the first assignment that I gave my students at the beginning of the week, their vocab. And all I'm going to do is just click on the first assignment, my first student, and that's going to bring you to this page. So it opens up a brand new tab for you to have like this grading desktop. And there's a lot of things that you can do here. So at the top over here, you have the students. And if you drop that down, that's going to be all your students. I like to have them in alphabetical order by last name. But of course, you can change that up here just by clicking. And you will see that they change the order. You can also go student to student by just clicking these arrows. So it'll just bring you to the next student in that order. You can also type on and edit this document just as if it were your own. So when a student actually turns in an assignment on Classroom, they basically give the ownership to you as the teacher, and they no longer have editing access. Of course, they can always unsubmit it and gain that editing access back. And when you return it, they'll gain that access back. So what else can you do? If you wanted to comment on a specific part of their assignment, all you would have to do is highlight it like that. Or maybe it's only a couple words. And then over here, this little add comment icon comes up, and you're just going to click on it and type whatever you need to say. And then they will receive an email that you've added a comment. It links them to it, and then there'll be a resolve button for them to fix whatever they've done, and then you'll get an email if they've resolved it. Of course, it's only if they actually hit the button. It doesn't mean that they actually followed your directions. Just saying. So what else can you do? You also have this option over here to give it a grade. It does say out of 100. You can change that, but you have to change it under the assignment itself. So if you went back to the instructions, that would be right here. You could just delete that and then type whatever you wanted it to be. If you did change that, you would have to close this tab out. Otherwise, it would still be out of 100 over here. Just a side note. You can also add a private comment to the document. So you can write anything you want, or maybe you didn't finish, and then you can post it. You also have the option of using a comment bank. So if it's not their own work, I found myself writing that a lot, so I just added it to a comment bank. So if you want to add a new comment, you just click add to bank, type in whatever you want, and then add, and then it would save it. And you can just copy it to the clipboard, and then you would go back and be able to, sorry about that, and be able to paste it there. I did that with Control V. That's how you, that's the shortcut for pasting. I'm not going to do that. So those are some options. Once I do give her a grade, I just want you to see that over here it says draft and then saving. So you do have to wait for that to say draft before going to the next assignment, because otherwise it won't save. And when you go back to this page, it won't update. So you see now that updated. If you don't let it save and you go to the next assignment or the next student work, that won't be there. So make sure that you wait and you let it save so that way you can make those adjustments. Also, I do not return them individually. Once I have graded all of them, I'll check this at the top and then return to all of my students. Again, I'm not going to do that because they're not all finished or graded. So I hope that was helpful. As far as putting into SIS, there is not a quick and easy way because of the way that this downloads. You would have to edit a sheet anyway. And honestly, it takes more work. I just like to shrink my screen, and then I would take my SIS and pull it over so that way I can have it next to it. And then I would have my column for the grade here right next to my alphabetized column over here, so that way they're in the same order, and I'm just going to go down and grade it. So there's not really a quick and easy way to really save time for that yet, but I hope that this was helpful on how to edit, comment, and grade assignments on Google Classroom. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment.